Welcome to Toffee TV. It is the Everton News Daily, brought to you in association with the SofaScore app. Sean Dyche has held his press conference ahead of Saturday's game against Manchester United at Old Trafford. Huge game, of course, and last time Everton will play for 3 weeks, which seems to just, I don't know, add some more pressure to it, that there's going to be games in between that and we're not playing. There's nothing we can do about that. But the manager was asked for a injury update.
This week, anybody got problems?
No, Arnie continues to make progress. Not there yet. Ganna will be unlikely, but got a chance, I would say. And a few knocks and bruises, but everyone should be all right.
Bottom line is, I guess
Yeah, so there you go. It's not too bad at the moment. You know, Adissa Gana-Gay obviously is the one we'll probably be missing. And Dan Juma should be back for after this break from his ankle ligament injury. So from that point of view, it's not massively terrible, but you know, we know it's a small squad anyway. But we'll have to wait and see. But there's been a lot of focus, obviously, in recent weeks and months about the striker situation. Dominic Calvert-Lewin failing to score goals and having the worst XG in the Premier League. Beto coming last week obviously scored, and the manager was asked whether he would ever consider bringing in a striker coach. This is what he said.
I don't necessarily. I'm for all coaching of all different types. You know, whatever can work. But different kind of coaches. A lot's made now of set piece coaches. We haven't got one of them, but we seem to be doing pretty well at set pieces. So, you know, I think our skill set from thousands of games as players and managers can offer us the chance to work at both ends of the pitch, which we do so.
Yeah, it's an interesting one, isn't it? Because why shouldn't the strikers have a dedicated coach for them? I know he's saying there we make a lot of chances, but it's the scoring bit, isn't it, that we have a problem with, Sean? Not necessarily the making bit, it's the scoring bit, and that's sort of what a striking coach would do. Listen, you have coaches for goalkeepers, which is a specialised position. Well, putting the ball in the back of the net is a specialised position as well, and I think that's where it would make sense. You know, you look at someone like Duncan Ferguson when he was at the club and how many goals Dominic Calvert-Lewin scored and how he changed Dominic Calvert-Lewin's game. And I'm not saying that it's related, but having someone there with you day in and day out who understands your role because they played it or have learnt how to coach it more than any other position. And Everton actually used to have someone who came in on a part-time basis, and maybe that's what they should look at doing again. And that's not actually a slant on Sean Dyche or any of his coaches. They're just not none of them are strikers. And you can look in all the books and you can take all the drills, but it's about knowing, isn't it? It's about knowing how to do the job. And yeah, we are making chances, but we're not putting them at the back of the net, and that's why we need a striking coach. So I think it's something Everton should not only consider, but actually do. And obviously scoring goals leads to wins. And Sean Dyche quite cheekily was asked about the statement he made when he was the Burnley manager about Everton not being able to win games when we went up there and lost 3-2 when we were winning at half time. And here's his thoughts on that.
No, it was another thing that gets badly referenced, and I made sure I spoke to Frank about it. I was referencing I'd been with teams like that, and sometimes it does feel like that. It's slightly different here because if we take the chances that we're producing, you know, you win games. So it's a slightly different thing, but there is a theme there when you go, okay, so how do you win a game? Do you defend out? Do you attack it out? Well, the way we've been playing, we should be attacking it out and scoring goals, and that is a way of handling a game because you put yourselves in front, of course, and then the whole dynamic changes, the mentality changes. Finding a way is sometimes coaching and management, sometimes it's on pitch, you know, how the players feeling it, what are we doing to find a way? I think over this season, we've done that pretty well. I think we've managed games pretty well. But it still is a fact. We haven't won in 10 games, so that's got to change. And sometimes you do that by hook or crook. Sometimes you do it by not playing well and you win a game. So you want to do it by playing well and you want to do it by control and finding a way to win the game. So I think there's a healthy balance to that for the players and for myself. You know, what is the right way of winning a game? Because wins change everything. Wins change the perception of everything. You know, people saying we haven't done this, we haven't done that. Yeah, we have. If you win, people go, oh, it's a really good performance. Last week was a great example against West Ham. We'd have won that 2-0, everyone would have said, yeah, played really well, really strong performance, loads of chances, scored 2 goals. Because you don't win, everyone goes, oh, they weren't doing this, they weren't doing that. That's football for you. That's something that we have to accept is the non-reality of football, and we have to look at the realities. So back to your point about managing games, about winning games, yes, it can drift a bit, but more because you're anxious for that first win. You know, you're anxious for it, but we're showing signs of a winning side and not winning. So that's what we've got to take it on. You know, it's not a mental thing. I think it's just like, come on, lads, the detail, or the devil is in the detail. That's the bit where we've all got to change, because we are doing the right things a lot of the time. But winning is the thing that solves everything.
There you go. Good question and decent answer, to be fair, to Sean Dyche. We'll see. We'll see when Everton finally get that win that we've been waiting for. In other news, young Irish striker Mason Mellier, 16-year-old from St Patrick's Athletic, has been linked to a move to Everton. Not just linked, but apparently Everton are in pole position for the young striker. Everton obviously trying to cut their cloth accordingly by bringing in some top talent. And yeah, if we could bring another one in who got anywhere near what Jared Branthwaite has done, then it would be a fantastic move. So that's one to look out for. And continuing the Irish theme, Hummel have today released a Shamrock warm-up top. It's a beautiful green shirt there with nods to Seamus Coleman's time at Everton with the number 23 in the Shamrocks. It is to celebrate his 15 years at the club, just in time for St. Patrick's Day on the 17th. It is available now online. There is a link in our description where if you click that link, we'll get a couple of pennies if you buy through that link. It won't cost you any more, but it'll help us out as a channel. And but if you want to physically buy it, it's available tomorrow in both Everton club shops. So there you go. Lovely shirt, great idea, and Seamus looks great in it. There you go. Thank you for watching the Everton News Daily. Don't forget to give this video a like. Subscribe if you haven't already. If you want more great videos, join us over on Toffee TV Premier. And don't forget to download the SofaScore app. It is a fantastic app. We use it on the channel. And it really helps the channel out as well. If you download it, it's free. Why not? Link is in the description. See you later.